Alright, this next part is optional. If you prefer to have the tuners match the rest of the ukulele, you can switch out this piece here, and all you have to do, there's just one screw on the top here, and all you have to do is remove that. And then put on your printed one. And the files to print these are included. You can find them with the rest of the series here, and then just put your screw back on. Now when putting these on, I prefer to push. The tuner fits a little bit tight onto these pegs, so I like to push them on, which actually helps them stay on better and work a little better, and then screw this down rather than let the screw pushing them tight, because the hole is just a little bit big on some of my prints, and what can happen is if you use the screw, it can countersink and then it starts slipping, so it doesn't work well. If that happens, there's a bushing and a washer down here, so if that happens to you, what you can do is you can just grab that washer and put it on the top, so you'll still be able to make the change. But that's all there is to it, just that one screw, and then your tuners will match. Okay, installing the tuners. These little kind of bolts are just screwed on. So the first part is just to screw those off. And then when you install these, there's this kind of tab here that a screw is going to go in later, and you want to make sure that those are down. So there are left and right side tuners, so just make sure you get them on the right side. I always put them on the down side, like that. So you can see they're like that. And then to start, I just do this, I just hand tighten these on there. And then what I'm going to do is I just position them where I want them. And then same thing for this one. And then tighten them just a little, so there'll be a little bit of friction, so they stay where I put them. And then the next thing I do there we go. So then, looking on this side, I kind of just line them up in a way that I think looks nice. And I think that looks pretty good. So after lining them up exactly how you want them, you're going to insert screws into these 4 holes here. And these little screws should have come with your tuners. And what I do is I don't pre-drill them, I don't do anything. I just grab a Phillips screwdriver and I just kind of push them in and screw them in to hold them in place. And you need to do this because otherwise when you put the tension on the strings, your tuners will move and the tune of the ukulele will change. So just kind of push and turn them in, and they'll start to kind of self-tap. See, this one's starting to go now. So there you go, you get the idea. So take your time, line it up the way you want, and then you can feed all 4 of those screws in there, and then your tuners will be installed.